Hi everyone, I'm Jay, and today I'm going to show you how to make this cool, quick and easy Instagram lower third in Adobe After Effects. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is make a new composition. So just double click here and HD, so we'll go to this setting here, so HD quality, 1280 by 720, white background, and duration time of 10 seconds should be fine. So we'll click OK. And then the first thing we'll do is draw the center line between where my text will be and where the Instagram logo will be. So if we click the pen tool and have a fill, so the fills, so that's fine. Stroke of 8 should be fine at the moment. So the first thing we'll do is just make a point, so just anywhere, just press down and then holding the shift key. If we hold the shift key down and then make another point, it'll make sure the line's straight. So that's perfect. So the next thing we'll do is just toggle this about and see what thickness is good. So I think 8 was actually okay, so I'll just put it back to 8. So if we click in the shape layer and go down to transform, we can move the position around. So I'll maybe put I think that there would be perfect. So if we have a look at what for example, if we're making a YouTube video where we would like the lower third to come up on the screen, I think here would be perfect. So we'll hit OK there. And the next thing we'll do is just center the anchor point on this shape here. So if we go up to layer, transform, and then go to center anchor point in layer content, it just makes everything relative then to this shape here. So that's perfect. The next thing we'll do is make a text layer. So if we go to text here, and just make a text box over on this side, and then we'll just input whatever we want here. So I'll just put Instagram, just generic word here anyway, just to show you how it's done. So what we'll do is then just reduce the size because it's way too big at the moment. Let's just reduce that down. Just highlight the whole thing. And make it, that's way too small. Increase it up. Okay, that's perfect. And then I actually quite like this text, so we'll keep that. And the next thing we'll do is just move it around. So if we click elsewhere, so go back to the pointer. Okay, so this seems pretty good at the moment. It's about the right size as well. So the next thing we'll do is just add in the Instagram PNG. So I just got this picture off the internet, so you can really just use whatever image you want for this. It doesn't necessarily need to be Instagram. It could be a Facebook logo or whatever else you want to use. So I'll just decrease it down. I'll zoom in a little bit just to see what it looks like. So I think that looks pretty good. Maybe move it a little bit closer. So that's good there. So I'll just zoom out again, fit the screen. So this looks pretty good at the moment. So what we'll do now is just create the blocks that will actually be used as the mask for the text and this image. So we'll go to the rectangle tool and just make a big block. So that's perfect. So we'll go to the rectangle. So this is just a new shape. If we just go down here and then go to transform, and we can just move. Oh, that's the wrong one. That's scale. Undo that. If we go to position and just move it across so that it's in line with our center line between the Instagram logo and the text. So that's good there. The next thing we'll do is, so the next thing we want to do is create the create the mask. So we'll mask the text first. So actually we'll need to just move this text layer above the Instagram logo but below this big shape here. And if we go to shape layer 2, we go to layer, and then we go to actually if we right click on it and hit mask and new mask, and then we go to the Instagram text layer and we go to layer and then go down to where it says track matte and go to alpha matte. So what this does is it makes this text can only move within the bounds of that there layer. The layer is now hidden. We can see it if we go over here and turn it on and off, but it's now off. That means basically if we move this text about, I'll show you now, if we move the text about, move the position, you can see here that it only moves within the bounds of the shape. So we'll put it back there. Okay, so that's fine. And the next thing we'll do is create the layer mask for the Instagram PNG. So we'll just duplicate this layer. So just Command C, Command V, and then put this shape layer just directly above the Instagram PNG. And then what we'll do this time is, so this is already a mask, because we already did it for the previous shape. So all we need to do is click on the Instagram PNG layer, click on layer again, go down to track matte, and then go to alpha inverted matte. So it basically just takes everything that's not within this shape, and this PNG can move within the bounds of that area. So again, just as a demonstration, if we go to position again, you can see that it can only move within the bounds of the inverted area of that shape. So we'll put it back to where it was. That's okay. So now what we want to do is actually create the movement, the transition, the animation effect. So we'll go to the Instagram text first, go down here, and what we want to do is click on this little stopwatch thing beside position, and then what we can do is we can move this little sort of diamond shape across to where we want the transition to end. So if we go to, I want it to sort of end just before 2 seconds. I think that would be good. Okay, and then what we will do is move the position slider this direction until you can no longer see the text. Okay, perfect. And then what we'll do is we'll click again on this little diamond and right click and go to Keyframe Assistant Easy Ease. And basically when the animation occurs, it just means that it isn't a constant velocity. It sort of slows down a little bit just before the end of its movement, as you can see here. See, it kind of slows down just before the end of the movement. So that's perfect. And then we want to do the same thing with the Instagram logo, but in the reverse direction. So if we then go to the Instagram PNG and we go to, where is it? We go to position. We move this out. So I want to move this out to maybe like 1 second or just below 1 second. And then move this position slider the opposite direction. Okay, that's perfect. And then we'll just right click on this again, go to Easy Ease, just so that it has that sort of varied velocity. Okay, that's perfect. Now if we run this and have a look and see what happens. Okay, now what happened there was the PNG went over the top of the sort of center line. So what we'll do is we'll raise the center line to the very top, this shape 1, so that's the dominant layer. So it shouldn't occur this time. Okay, that's perfect. So the next thing we'll do is just make the center line appear at the very beginning, because at the moment it's just there the entire time. So what we want to do is change the scale. So we'll just put this back to the very start and then go to scale. So click the little timer thing beside scale and unclick the linked constraint proportions symbol there. And what we'll do is we will decrease the scale to 0 at the very beginning. So just right click on that, 0. So it goes to 0, and then if we go out to, I don't know, maybe a third of a second and increase it back to 100 again. Okay, and then if we run that, we go to the start again. So actually we'll just go to easy ease with this here as well. So key assistant, easy ease, and then run this again. Okay, actually maybe just do that one more time, just have a look. Okay, I think that's perfect now. So you can fiddle about with the settings and make it as fast or slow as you want, and make obviously everything the size that you want, but in general that's how you do it. And then if you want it to go in the reverse direction as well, so you want it to appear and then disappear, what you can actually do is just, when you're putting this into a video, for example in Premiere Pro, you can put this here in reverse. So you put it in normal, and then you just put an additional clip beside that has been reversed, and voila, there you have it. So that's it. That's how you make a cool Instagram lower third in Adobe After Effects. If you liked the video, please give it a like, and please subscribe to my channel to see some more cool content. So that's it. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.